Okay, so going over the string shapes, remember they're the bottom string of the cages. So anywhere you start, say a D string shape is 2, 3, 4, that would be the bottom string of the D shaped root. 2, 3, 4 on my guitar because I'm down C tuned here. So my E shape down here is down tuned to a C. And so C goes to D in caged. Rather, C goes to A. It's an E shape. E goes to D. See, I mixed up what the chord is and what its shape is. I do that a lot with guitar. So the D shape, is 2, 3, 4 is the string shape. That's what we're interested in. It's also the top 3 notes relationship there. The D shape is also on the top. The D shape is also here. Actually, that's not the D shape. The D shape's here. Alright. So it's kind of boring to just hear the same thing. That's the way guitar kind of cascades out, kind of marches down on a slant, like marching down a hill or something. That's valuable. And so that's why the string shapes are being modularized. You can use them anywhere. Now let's look at the long string shapes. So now we're no longer on this timeline here where we had where we were going along underneath C333. We're going along there. Now we have the longer string shapes. I put them stacked up a little bit because if I just put them long ways, it would be too long. Okay, but we can do that. Let's look at that. 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I've got enough fretboard up here. I think we can do that. So this is the A string shape, 5, 6, 7, A extra long. Half step from there, the root E string shape. Okay, because remember, E is the fourth of the E string shape has root as its root. Sorry, not as the fourth. In the C string shape here, the fourth is E shaped. Is what I was getting to. So let's look at we have our long string shapes here. We have the A extra long. All right, and then we have our. I have to. It's not. I should have left that. I think I could just leave that there. Yeah. Okay. And then we have our root string shape. Root E string shape. Right there. Root 2, 3. And then we have our 4, 5, 6. So it's right there on the bottom string too. Okay, but we don't particularly do a cage for those. We don't call it a cage, we just call it like a long pattern. And it starts like a little bit from the C string shape here, and then it goes into the A pattern. Okay, so let's look at root and see how that works. Root starts from the E string shape and then goes and finishes out into the D short pattern. So from that E, it would be root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we go into the E pattern there, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4. Now this note right here is an A, and that is the fourth of E. Should be. Okay, so that works. So that's the string shapes do the long patterns do exist on the bottom string, and they're connected. They're buddies. They're buddies. So since they're so long, when we go up to stack up to the next one, this is a half step right here, 7 to root. So sorry. So we're looking at the same numbers here, okay, and I don't have the D label there. I don't have the G label there. So this gets the A label because A is 5/6 anyway. E gets the E label because root is part of a very important part of the E string shape. So even though we're just, oh, my neighbor left and he came back. He probably forgot something, or so even though we're just looking at this, um, it's like I'm leaving, but I forgot something. So let me say what I forgot here. So we got root here. We can do a 7. We can do it from a 7 with the E string shape right there. I can just do that Locrian pattern, but start on a root and then follow a Locrian scale like that. So that's what's going on there. I think I'm going to have to mentally kind of shift gears here. Sorry. Okay, so with any really fine, good guitar lesson or realization, yeah, there's going to be distractions. Okay, it's just a fact of life. So, like I said yesterday, let's talk around the point. Let's not go straight to the point because it might be a short circuit, and we don't want that. So let's just keep it simple. Keep it simple. These are the long string shapes, and in this way, people more advanced or have been who have been watching, she who have been watching my videos would know what these are. But keep in mind that there's a reason why I have the E and the A, but not the D and the G here. That's all that discussion was about. But we have all the notes, so this is diatonic. So it'd be the 5/6/7 string shape, and the root 2/3, and the 4/5/6. Okay, now the question was, is this a cage? If we go, this would be like an A cage because it starts on the A shape, right? So the A diatonic is, but this is also the A diatonic. What I mean is the Mixolydian diatonic. Okay, I'm calling it the A string shaped diatonic. So string shapes are their own entity, right? They work in with the cage system very well. As a matter of fact, they're derived from the cage system and the inversions of the original pentatonic scale. So A would be an inversion starting. A would be an inversion of the C pentatonic scale starting on the A. It is a minor. It's a minor scale because if you do the major scale and then do it from its relative minor, you've done an Aeolian scale. Okay, so it is an Aeolian scale if you start on the 6, it's Mixolydian if you start on the 5. So let's not get tangled up in some modal theory yet, because we have to learn what we have to learn, and that is over here. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. We just have majors, minors, and half diminished. We're not talking about the modes yet, because from the other chart I can show you. I think it's over here. We've got some words here. These shape substitutions. Relative minor of a chord shape is one cage letter ahead. Okay, in cage. So C major's relative minor is A minor, and the word cage goes C, A, G, E, D, so C goes to A. For an A major shaped chord, G minor would be the relative minor, so A, G, E, D, C. So what's it? How does that work? What do you mean G minor shaped chord? Well, if I have here a B flat here, I'm playing it in A shape.